Welcome to our Z100 Artist Interview Lounge presented by Celsius Energy. I'm Crystal Rosas. Today, joined by someone who helped shape an entire generation. 1/3 of the biggest pop bands of the 21st century, a band with more than 20 million albums sold, over 40 million singles, 2 Grammy nominations, 26 Billboard Hot 100 hits, 3 #1 albums, some of the loudest fans in the galaxy. A musician, a producer, an actor, an entrepreneur, New York Times bestselling author, original guitar hero of the Jonas Brothers, known for some of the most iconic riffs of the 2000s. Toured the world, sold out stadiums, broke box office records, is currently experiencing the biggest fan love wave of his career. He's dropping one of the most emotional, powerful songs of the year, starring in his own Christmas movie with his brothers, and executive producing Camp Rock. Officially the internet's favorite vocabulary king, a Jersey boy, and the brother fans chant for every night. Please welcome Kevin Jonas.
Hello. Thank you for having me. What an intro. My God. I didn't know I did all that stuff.
You're busy.
Yeah, it turns out.
And you're kind of successful.
I guess so. Some days.
How does it feel hearing what you've been able to do?
It's cool. You know, it's weird to getting introed like that because it's just like... I just at my bagel shop grabbing bagels this morning. You know what I mean? No, it's simple, and we've been very, very blessed that none of this is possible without the people that listen, like yourselves. And you know, for us, we appreciate that. The people that come to the shows couldn't do it without you, so we really appreciate it.
I'm gonna get to the music and everything in a second. Something I just saw that was so funny. You were hanging out with Snooki, my queen.
Of course. Yeah, Nicole wrote me in the morning before the show, or the day before, and she was like, "Hey, I have like 5 girls that I want to bring to the show, including your daughter. Is
Wait,
that
but
cool?"
you guys already talk like that?
Yeah. Well, we're from the same area
Yeah.
where we live right now. We actually share a trainer. His name's Anthony. Workout. We trade. We don't talk all that much, but when we do see each other, it's either I'm walking into the gym and she's leaving, or vice versa. And so neither one of us in the mood to talk. We just got done with the workout and are like miserable. And so like we just kind of like wave to each other, and that's our conversation. But it was nice to have her at the show.
And I also saw that you guys performed at a wedding recently too.
We did. That's what the bride wanted from her father, and he made it happen. Never thought that was going to happen in 2025, but here we are. We're a year of firsts for us.
Wait, because I thought that it was like a friend of a friend, or no, that was something that...
It was a unique experience, let's put it that way. They were able to do some stuff to make it happen, and we had some friends that made it all come together, so it wasn't just like a random thing. But it was pretty special. We routed part of the tour, so we made it easy for that. But
how far in advance did you know about that?
We knew pretty far in advance, a couple months probably before we put tickets on sale, so that helped.
So is that something that we can like reach out about?
Jonas Brothers just making dreams come true. You never know.
So maybe.
Yeah, hey, I've done it once. Who's going to stop me again?
Changing is here. Congratulations.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
That is not an easy song to sing.
No, it's not. I'm very, very blessed to be able to sing it. That is my song. I got sent this song by Jason Evigan and team, and he sent it to me. I wrote him in February asking him if he had any songs potentially that could work for me. And then he sent it to me in June as the response to that text. But that just shows timing's everything. And I heard it, and I don't know if I would have recorded it in February if it would have been what it is now, which is really weird and interesting in the timing that it needed to meet. Like, so all the things happen for the right reasons, and I'm so happy people are singing along.
They are. They're loving it. It's on my story today with my New York skyscraper. People are saying that it sounds like a grown-up version of 2000 Kevin. Like,
okay.
How do you feel about that?
I guess that's true,
Yeah.
right? I guess exactly who it is and what I am. And I'll be honest, I'm just really, really happy people are connecting with the song, just beyond me singing. I understand there's a thing about that, but like the song itself, I think people are really connecting with, and the lyrics, and that's what drew me to the song. Someone really broke down the line about the cold coffee. And at first time I ever listened to it, I didn't clock it all, and it was just like, oh yeah, cold coffee, whatever. He's like, no, the reason I love that line is because you're expecting it to be hot, and it's become stale, and that's why you have to move on and change. And I think there's enough in the song that it feels deep, but it's still fun and listenable. So
fans are even saying that it's life-changing for some of them, which when you hear that about a song that's yours personally now, How does that hit different?
I think they've gone on a really long journey with us over the course of this 20 years. And I think the fact that we can still give them first times in our career is really cool and special. We've done a lot of that this year. First Christmas movie, first time playing MetLife, which is as a Jersey native and resident, and playing Giant Stadium was the dream, and we did it. We started our tour there. We're nuts, but it's always fun.
And you're working on more music, which the fans are geeked about. So
I
how are
am.
you deciding what?
I don't know yet. I think that's part of it, right? I think you just, like I said, if it's taken 20 years so far, as long as it's less than that, I'm doing a good job.
And when your fans are giving you such positive responses, I mean, the Fenway moment, obviously, where Nick looks at you and is like reassuring you, bro, are you hearing this?
Yeah. I was a little out of my body, I'll be honest with you. I did not expect the response. I didn't know how to feel. I kind of blacked out during the performance, if I'm being completely honest. But overall, it was really special. It was really good. And having Danielle there that night, too. And I waited. I was going to maybe perform it earlier, but then she wasn't going to be around for those couple shows because the girls had camps and stuff like that. So I was like, you know what? I can wait. And she flew in, and it was wonderful.
Your intuition to wait for that?
Yeah.
Really?
I had to have my number one fan, number one supporter. I'm her number one fan, so it makes sense.
And she was in the very Jonas Christmas movie.
She was. She did a great job. Little actress, including my girls. They did a great job.
What was it like for you seeing your family in that element?
Oh, it's so fun. Anytime you can see the family like being on it. I'm going to repeat that. I'm going to back that up. Anytime we can work together as a family, it's great. And when we can include, your family, it's great. Because I have to be on set anyway, so why wouldn't I want to spend it with my best friend, my wife, and my kids? It's wonderful.
Were they giving you feedback, or was it?
I think everyone was a little nervous. It was literally day one of filming. We did the family scene. So it was a lot, day one of the whole production. Then we had like 7 weeks after that. So like it was a lot, right? But jumping into the mix of it with your kids and your wife, and like everyone's like, "Oh, man, we're doing this right." Like it became a whole thing, but it was really fun.
Fans say that you're the best actor from the Brothers.
I don't believe that at all. But that's very sweet. We just like that people are connecting with the film, and we've always wanted to do a holiday film, and the fact that like we didn't do it early days Disney, but then like our new partnership with them and coming back to like work on some stuff, and hey, it came to true, which is wonderful.
Has it crossed your mind to do actually serious roles?
Maybe. I don't know. Whatever life throws at me, it just got to be the right role. Kind of like the song. I've been offered other things and had opportunities to do some things. I just never, I'm only going to do things in my life if it feels right, and feels like it's something that's organic and natural to myself. I think we're so busy, and so in that it really has to be something I can like believe in and sink my teeth into.
What was your favorite scene to shoot for the Christmas movie?
Favorite scene to shoot for the Christmas movie? Honestly, the family scene.
Yeah.
Having everyone around together and just being my parents, my wife, my kids. Like everyone's there together. It was just wonderful.
And then we're talking about Camp Rock 3.
Yeah, it's a real thing.
Executive producing it, though.
Yeah, it is. It's really nice. Our partnership with Disney is really cool. And, coming and having a conversation with them, saying, like, we would love to do more with you again. And them being ready to, have us really kind of get in the weeds with them and, like, kind of make new projects. And one of them, of course, is Camp Rock 3.
I loved hearing you talk about the auditioning in the hotel room with Joe, with the lights.
The original audition was wild. I'm very, very happy that he got the role with that video. They didn't use that one for the role, but the truth is, we didn't know what we were doing. We were a bunch of kids. We got lucky, and we got lucky, but we knew how to work. I think that's truly what it was. It's like we didn't waste the opportunity.
Who do we have to talk to release those audition tapes?
They're out there somewhere. I'm sure Disney's got a big old vault full of them.
So maybe.
Maybe. You never know.
Maybe I think the end credits of Camp Rock 3.
If we can find it. I'm sure Disney has it. But
you're on board.
Sure. Why not? It's probably absolutely ridiculous. I'm not on camera, so I don't care. You got to ask Joe.
I got you. I loved hearing you guys riff about you turning down Dancing with the Stars many, many times.
I did. I did. I have, but it's not. I love the show. I just watched it 2 nights ago with my family. And man, Dancing with the Stars is back. I feel like it's back. Like it's back, which is great. So I guess I'll never say never, but I mean, at this moment, it's not something I want to do.
I got you. Is there a reality show that you really like that you would do?
I love reality shows. I love game shows. I host one with my brother Franklin. We didn't do it this season, but we'll see what happens next year. But I don't know.
Have you seen Traders?
Traders is great. Traders is awesome. Yeah, I would do Traders. The only problem is it films pretty far away, and I already spent a lot of time away.
Mm-hmm.
So there's that.
Well, I was one of those watching Married to Jonas.
Oh yeah. Oh geez.
Does that get brought up still sometimes?
Oh yeah, for sure. We've been asked about doing that again, and we're just like, you know what? We've already worked all day, every day anyway. That it's like having that part of your life on top of it, and having to like script your life, not script, but like document your life. It's a little challenging. I think my private moments were really really nice to be private, but there's a world in which that could make a reappearance.
Was there a filming for that reality show that stands out to you that was so fun? Or just...
They wired our entire house with lights. So it was like actually our house. And what people don't know.
Huh?
Yeah, like this. Like what people don't know, sometimes people like rent homes to film in, or they like have a special spot to go do. We didn't do that. We probably should have, because then I woke up where I was working, and I was working where I was waking up, and people were in my house constantly, and then they'd leave, and we'd have to like clean up at night afterwards from like a full production in your house all day.
Yeah.
And then we would be exhausted, and we wake up and have to do it. It's like, just wasn't a great like working environment. So I don't know. I'd have to figure that out again. But after that, maybe. I like working with Danielle, so sure.
Yeah. Now I love you being so open about the time when you guys broke up, how you couldn't pick up a guitar for like a year and a half.
Yeah.
What were you doing in that time?
Just spending time with my family. We just had Alina, our firstborn, so like really just spending time with her, trying to figure out what was next. And I did a couple shows, a couple things, a couple appearances, a couple moments during that time. But realistically, it was just we had a not even 1-year-old, so really just quality time at home. In a way, it was a huge blessing. I may have been on the road, been pulled, not really understood what I was required and needed, but I was able to be home. So I look back at it now, like thank God it happened when it did.
Wow. And then when you finally did pick up the guitar again, how did that feel?
It was like hanging out with an old friend, riding a bike, never left.
Something that I love about your guys' dynamic is that you guys roast each other, but when it comes to your work, you guys are always showing so much love and support. And that's something that I've struggled with my brothers. Like sometimes my mom tells me like I roast them too much or like put them down.
That's family.
But what keeps you guys in that mindset of...
I think there's always lines, I think we know how to keep the line like clean enough where we know that if you step over, it's going to be a problem. We do make fun of each other, and we pick on each other, and I think that's just brothers being brothers. I think it's also kind of maybe healthy. I think if you take yourself too seriously, what's the point? But I will say there's times where we do cross the line, and we apologize, and we don't like let it see, like sit there and like mull it. Like we like air it out real quick.
Was there a conversation like maybe with your dad in the beginning, or like how did that? Because I feel like the aura has always been that keeping that
yeah
balance.
I think at its core thing, it's like we always knew like if we lost everything else, we'd always still just have our brothers before our wives and our children and everything. So like at the end of the day, like we had each other first. And I think going solo in any way capacity, Nick talks about it from his first one, Joe's the same thing, me today, like having them to lean on is what matters.
When you think about the conversations you've had at the Waffle House,
yeah,
what is some that stick out to you?
I think it was more, it's just like
know?
a place that's like a safe place that we could like go and hang out and like, kick it, and because we couldn't go to bars, we couldn't go to the after show, we couldn't like hang out and go somewhere. And typically it was what was open on our tour bus route, from city to city, and always Waffle House open. So we would show up, and that's what we did.
And you guys talked about how you're always there for each other's hardest moments. You said it was so hard seeing Nick, what he went through with diabetes. And
of course. Joe
says that you guys have been there for him through his divorce. So when have you leaned on them when you needed their help?
Always. Anytime I'm going through anything, it can be simple. Simple like, what do you guys think I should do about this? Whatever. We're family. It's like there's too many to count, right? But that's the truth. It's like we all lean on each other whenever we need each other.
And when it comes to performing, a lot of artists sometimes say, oh, even Joe actually said that he'll perform some songs because he knows the fans love them, but maybe they're not his favorites.
Totally.
Are there some songs on the set list you would never want to get rid of? Like, what are your top?
Oh man, it's so hard, right? Because we switch up the set almost every single night.
If you could keep like 2 forever.
Keep 2 forever, it's kind of like hard, right? You gotta play Love Bug. You gotta play Love Bug. Gotta play Sucker. I was early in the tour. I was like, oh man, maybe we don't play Year 3000. But then I was like, I got on the road and we started playing it again. I'm like, man, it's just I can't ever stop playing this song.
What about 2 that you're okay if they get rotated out a little more often?
What a Man sometimes gets rotated out, and I love it. I love that song, but it's sometimes okay when it's not in the set. But I also love when we rotate in like an old school 2007 like Hold On or something from that album.
You are a Jersey boy.
I
You
am.
love it there. You get roasted for never wanting to leave. But you guys are getting inducted into the New Jersey Hall of Fame.
Yeah, New Jersey Hall of Fame. It's happening. My next stop is getting a rest stop on the Parkway. That's the goal in life, you know? So if I get that, I win. Then I don't pay taxes in New Jersey anymore. Apparently that's what happens.
Really?
That's a lie.
Oh, okay. Well, that should be a thing.
Yes, it should. If I'm in the New Jersey Hall of Fame, I don't have to pay taxes in New Jersey.
We have a list here of the most famous people from Jersey.
Cool.
Can you give us your Mount Rushmore of who would be on your
Wow.
New Jersey Mount Rushmore?
Well, of course, Whitney Houston, Bruce Springsteen, duh. Charlie Puth is pretty cool. Meryl Streep, Anne Hathaway. God, Jersey's a very, very.
Your wife's on there?
My wife's on there.
Snooki.
Danielle Jonas. That's right. I will say this: there's so many people from New Jersey that become famous and that are talented and other things. It's because we're within an earshot of New York, and we dream of getting out. But then we just realize when we are older that we love it so much that we're never going to leave.
Oh,
Well, at least me.
that is cute. Something you've been confronted about is how you leave half drinking LaCroix or water bottles
will leave
at
these
your
here.
siblings' houses. Nick thinks it's because you're trying to assert your dominance.
I am dominating his house. No, it's my mind's somewhere else. I'm focused on other things. You know, Einstein was really messy too, they say. So I'm just gonna go with genius level stuff right there.
You also like to flex your one pair of Tom Ford socks you have in your drawer. Is there something that you actually splurge on though? Like, what do you actually like to spend money on? Is there anything?
Dinners. Great food is a luxury in life. And if I could have an incredible dinner, an incredible, experience with friends, I'd rather spend money on that than any, like, experiences are way better than stuff. Always.
So are you buying like the bottles of wine?
No.
Okay.
Like, I mean, just like picking somewhere that you love and like sharing a good meal with everyone. Like, I love picking up the bill.
Oh, that's nice. That's so nice of you. That's a big brother energy.
Yeah. It's just
Yeah.
like, I
You-
order a lot of tequila that's expensive, and I'd rather pay for it and not make someone else pay for it.
Hey, you're right. That's true. What about
It's true.
what about Grandpa Jerry? I heard he's a local legend.
Who?
Or I'm sorry, that Joe has a tattoo of your grandpa.
Oh yeah, he's passed away. But he was he has a tattoo of our grandfather, and it's a postage stamp, and he worked at the post office forever. So
You guys have said that he's one of the funniest.
he was the best. I think Joe got his comedy from him. His sense of humor definitely came from Grandpa Jerry. I miss him every day. I mean, he passed the day we had Alina, so it was kind of like yeah.
Last question right now, where you're at. How does it feel to be Kevin Jonas?
Feels pretty great. I'll be honest. I'm just really, really happy that I get to continue to live my dream every single day and get to have great conversations and hear stories around the world from people that have just been on this 20-year journey with us. So thank you. We love you, and we'll see you on the next one.
We'll see you on the next one, Kev.
Thank you so much.
Of course.